and welcome to a brand new episode of Nostalgia. Today I'm joined, as always, by my wonderful, short and sweet co-host, Cooper Britton.
Good, very good.
Do you know
very,
what? I
very,
thought of
very
that on
good.
the spot as well. I didn't have anything prepped.
Very good.
Welcome, mate. How you doing?
Very good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very excited to talk about this today because I feel like
So am I.
we've alluded many times to our mutual enjoyment of Sabrina Carpenter's music over the last year of this podcast. So much so that our little Discord community is now almost got like a small Sabrina Carpenter news subsection. Thanks to Elle, our Just News story finder. Which is just like completely unforeseen. Because I only got into Sabrina Carpenter's music really like last year with Short and Sweet.
Mine was before, I think. And Nonsense was my like.
Right. Okay.
Nonsense was my. I kept getting my. I found Sabrina Carpenter because my Instagram just kept giving me nonsense outros from all of her tour things.
See, I saw this.
And
I saw this.
Like my fool,
like
and as the fool, I kept watching them.
Right, yeah, you got into the algorithm. That's like me with like monkey videos. You know, I see like one and I like it. I watch it for too long, and now my entire feed is monkey.
Just monkey.
It is monkey, yeah. You can tell I went to the zoo yesterday. For me, it was like I think Please 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 was already out.
Really?
Because I don't know. I've never been that big on like modern music, like pop music. I've always
fair.
sort of been very like, you know me, like I'm very Beatles, Elton John, David Bowie,
Yeah, that's fair.
Queen, maybe like I have a lot of older days, Billy Joel, and it was only like at work as people start like recommending stuff and all that sort of thing. I'd sort of started with Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And then obviously you sort of become aware of the beef between her and Sabrina Carpenter. And then I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm not. No, this is whatever. And then like, you listen, and then I started listening to Sabrina Carpenter, and I was like, actually, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So for me, it was like a very late on. Like Espresso was already out. Someone in our office.
That's crazy. I didn't realize Espresso was already out.
Connie in our office just plays Espresso on the Sonos speaker in the office all day, every day for like 3 months. And I think at that point it gets stuck in your head where it just ends up being in your playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't realize it was. I thought you were like me, where you'd already listened to her beforehand. I didn't realize it was from.
I don't even think I really knew of her beforehand. It's not like I'd avoided it. I just didn't know. But of course, we've done an album ranking a few weeks ago. We did an album ranking of all of Sam Fender's music, all 3 of his albums.
I feel like I've come full circle with the Sam Fender stuff now because like a week ago, as of recording, I saw with St. James's, which was fantastic. So I feel like I've put that to bed and we're moving on. Hopefully, I'll be seeing Sabrina Carpenter at some point.
I've not got tickets for the most recent tour. I'll be looking for the next one. Probably won't be able to get a look at because it's so popular now. But yeah, we did an album ranking of Sam Fender stuff, and it was only right, I think, that we want to do more music content and we want to do more music episodes on Nostalgia Bit. So the next natural jump was Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, we put it in the schedule. And not only does she drop a new single, but announces a new album, which is crazy.
Which is wild.
And don't you worry, we will be reviewing that album in due course.
Of course.
But I thought we could talk a
crazy
little
that
bit about
only a year after.
Yeah, as well. I know, very quick turnaround. I think it did surprise me, but I'm almost like I'm down for it. I was a little bit at first. I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's too soon. Like maybe we're like it's too close to Short and Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she did this interview where she seemed to really justify it in its entirety by being like, I'm not going to sit and wait around and just milk like music videos for Short and Sweet songs for the next like 3-4 years. She could very easily, but she wants to make new music and she has new inspiration for music. So I'm like, fucking go for it, honestly. Like, I'll take it. I'll take new music any day.
The lifespan's in the cycle, in the title. It's Short and Sweet. Like, there you go.
So true. So you've cooked with this one.
Exactly.
So I thought we could talk about the new single, first of all, Man-Child, which has just come out a few weeks ago.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
My first reaction was like, it's okay. Like, I thought it was okay. I thought it was very familiar ground, and I enjoyed it, but it has massively grown on me. Maybe that's TikTok. Maybe that's repeat listening. Maybe it's, I don't know. but it is a great song, and I do enjoy it, and it does give me hope for the next album. I don't know, and I think we'll get into this today. It's really interesting because we're not talking about all of our albums today, but we are talking about Singular Act 1, 2, Emails I Can't Send Forward, and Short and Sweet Deluxe. And I think it's fair to say, before we jump into any of that, that she's kind of developed a different style for pretty much every album she's done.
Is what if I'd listened to Sabrina Carpenter in 2019, I would not have been a fan. No. I'll be 100% honest.
Yeah,
100% honest.
And that's fair, I think. It's weird to me when I'm like listening to like these older ones, and it's sort of like I would have thought that maybe her next album would be something different to Short and Sweet, like she'd switch it up again. But I'm getting the vibe with Manchild that maybe is, especially the close like release date, that it is going to be very similar sounding, and I have zero problem with that because Short and Sweet is a great album.
I have a feeling it might be more of like a country style album. I have a feeling it's going to have a lot more of a country twinge to it.
That's fair enough.
A bit like what Slim Pickens was. I think from Manchild, I think it could from the like even from like the bridge of Manchild, I think it could have quite a country like twang to it.
Yeah, I definitely see that. There's definitely a lot of inspiration there. Obviously, there's the Dolly Parton Please thing that we did that last year. She's already talked about Dolly Parton being a huge inspiration on her music, as is now. So I'm sort of interested to see...
That'd be a banger. Be a banger.
Do with a country album.
Yeah.
It should be interesting. But I like Manchild. I think it's a good song. I was sold more by the music video. The music video is brilliant.
I want to learn the dance for the bridge so badly. I want to learn it so badly. It's such a good bridge. It's such a good bridge.
If you learn it by the time we next see each other in person, that'll be a hell of a TikTok.
That'll be one hell of a TikTok.
It would be great. It'd
be
so out of trend by then, but it would be great.
It'd be so good though.
Yeah, so let's just jump right in. I feel like we want to do what we did last time, where we kind of talk through each album in sort of chronological release order, and maybe we just talk about each song very briefly, and maybe we do just like a rough ranking of the songs if you've got a ranking. I don't know if you have.
I haven't done a ranking. I could probably do them for the later albums, but I'd kind of want to get through Single Act 1 and 2 because I feel like there's more to say about the newer stuff, especially because I think we're both... Well, let's start off.
Shorter as well.
I much prefer the newer stuff. There are few and far between songs in Single Act 1 and 2 that I actually would listen to again, and put on a playlist.
I think there are 4 songs in each album of Single Act 1 and 2 that I like.
Probably similar. Ones of this I would like put on a playlist and listen to again. There's probably like a handful, maybe not even that.
I think let's just jump into it. I mean, we'll start. Yeah. So you've got a note on every song, haven't you? Because so have I. I've got
some of them are stupid as fuck, but
that's fine. No, honestly, no, because this is how I do it, and I one day I will absolutely be sharing my document on sort of Twitter for people to sort of read, because for me I'll either write like a paragraph of like why I think this is a brilliant song, or I'll just go like, this cooks hard, to be fair. So it's like a real mix of like so starting with Almost Love, I think this is my least favorite on the album straight off the bat. Single Act 1, I put
meh. It just feels like complete typical pop. Like
it's very.
I feel like you could put it in front of me and not tell me who the artist is, and I would probably have to guess between about 10 to 15 different artists
100%.
To work out who it was. And I think that's a lot for a singular act for both of them.
It's very much the case for both of the Singular Act albums. I think it's because she sings in a deeper tone than she sings in the later albums. She sings very higher. That's English, George. But like it gave very generic pop vibes. I kind of maybe like Dua Lipa at this sort of stage in her career as well. Like
that's what it reminds me of.
Where it's like every sort of, I don't know. I think it was before the pop girly renaissance.
Yeah,
we've got now.
Before the pop girly renaissance.
Well, you got Sabrina, Olivia Rodrigo, Chapel Roan, Charlie XCX. I guess. Paris, I actually really like though.
But why the fuck is it called Paris when she just talks about LA?
I like it, but that's a good note. I just was like, it is the same vibes as before. It is generic pop.
That's the only thing I picked up from that song.
It does cook. You know what I like from this song? I like the use of the French ambulance noise in the song. You know, she goes, "It's so romantic in Paris." She goes, "Woo woo woo." in the background. It does,
I
honestly.
didn't even clock that.
So in my notes, it's same vibes as before, but this one cooks. Oh, wow. Hold tight.
But who the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah,
It's the exact same thing. Is it's like it just feels like
there was
any pop
was
artist.
this a collab or something? I feel like because I put the same thing. I was like, don't love the blown out sound, very overproduced, catchy, and then in all caps, who the fuck is that? So I feel like maybe, yeah,
we both knew what we were talking about.
Yeah, Sumi, I like that cooks. I can't lie. I put
it's all right.
That's the best of the album in my eyes.
It's all right.
I think it's the closest.
That's exactly what I wrote.
Sabrina, I think it's the closest to that from these.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah,
because again, she's singing kind of a higher tone than she does in the other songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect or perfect?
I
should say.
I put actually kind of vibe with. To be fair, I did vibe with this one. I thought it was quite cool.
I put pretty good but forgettable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, which I think is fair because I can't recall what that is off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Bad time.
I had a bad time listening to this.
I wish I thought of something that good. I don't think you'll like my comment actually on this. I don't think you will.
True.
I
didn't enjoy it.
I put Sabs. You don't need autotune. What are you doing? This is very Bruno Mars coded. But I don't think.
Okay, I've got a couple of them where I thought the autotune was mental. There's a couple where I've made a comment about.
The crazy thing about that, and it's true, I think of all music artists, Sabrina Carpenter is one that does not ever need autotune because
I agree.
She's such a talented vocalist. One of the most talented vocalists in the music industry, I would argue. Whenever she covers anything, it's like, this is great. Yeah. The good thing with this one is I did sense some of her like personality slipping through a little bit. I think a little bit more humor, which I kind of liked because I think when the rest of these albums kind of feel a bit more generic-y sort of pop. I kind of like when you get a little bit of that because I think Short and Sweet and especially Emails I Can't Send as well, it's like a lot more of her personality and who she is slipping through.
I think Singular Act 2 is a step up as well. I think Singular Act 2 you can tell I think there's a big difference between the two acts.
I disagree.
Really?
I prefer Singular Act 1 to Singular
Act 2. I prefer Singular Act 2. That's so weird. Yeah.
Because I think, for me, I'm looking at it and I've got like, I rate them as like, I do like a traffic light coding system for my songs on the album. So, yeah.
Red line.
I've got like the bright green for the songs I really like and I would save into a playlist and probably have saved into my Sabrina Carpenter playlist. Orange for ones that I'm like, nothing wrong with them, but I don't. Cool, right? Yeah. And then red for ones that I actively don't like and have skipped. And there are no reds on Singular Act 1, but there are 2 reds on Singular Act 2.
Oh yeah, I think
for me, I'm
a
kind
lot of
like,
one. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm kind of like I didn't skip any on Singular Act 1. I can get through this album. Mona Lisa, I like this song.
I put beat felt kind of off for this. I like that it was different though. I don't know, the beat and the flow just felt a bit weird.
For me, it's like whenever you're listening to her older albums and then you sort of get like a taste or like a flavour of what she ends up being more like in Short and Sweet and Emails I Can't Send. When that sort of personality comes through, you're sort of like, there it is. Yeah. There it is. And I kind of like that with, Mona Lisa, Sue Me a little bit as well. And then we got Diamonds Are Forever.
So this is a Bond style, it just needs to be slower. And I said a Sabrina Bond song would actually go kind of hard.
It's just because it has the same exact title as a Bond
only
song. Just
clocked that now, having read it again. Even not thinking about that, I actually do think this. If you slowed the song down, I think you could have it as a Bond. Like it could be in contention for a Bond song.
Fair.
I just think the vibe of it and the kind of aesthetic of it.
I said it's not a go-to for Sabrina Carpenter vibes, but it is a fucking tune. Is what I wrote. So I'll stand by what past George said. I generally for the album, I think it's a lot of, and I think this is the same for Singular Act 2. There's a lot of like modern pop influence and a lot of like rap and hip hop influence as well. Yeah, a lot of very like which I think was the pop music scene in like 2019.
I think it fits the groove very well. Like it would get mixed in with a lot of other pop at the time. Yeah. But I think I like Sabrina Carpenter because she is more off the like against the grain. Like it is more different. Like a lot of Sabrina Carpenter songs, you would know straight away. Whereas a lot of these ones,
I wouldn't.
if I'd heard it on the radio, I probably wouldn't have recognized her.
No, and I think that's exactly it. It's sort of she's trying different styles and what works. And I don't know whether this is like the thing is, I don't know what Sabrina Carpenter fans would say about these albums. Like, would they say that this is not good, or would they say that it is good? It's just not her style. Because like for me, I've come in right at the end. Like I'm a newbie. I get that, but for me, I'm like I know what I like with her newer music. I'm not sure that these are for me, but I do like. So my top ones are Sue Me, Paris, Diamonds Are Forever, and Mona Lisa. I like all of those songs. I think they're good. I would listen to them again, and have done. Sue Me and Paris have been in my playlist for as long as I can remember. Yeah, those are the ones I went back to. Paris,
the only one
ambulance sound is just kills me.
Perfect would probably be the only one I'd go back and listen to. This whole album, I don't think I would go back and listen to.
That's valid.
Sorry, guys.
That's valid. It's valid. It hurts, but it's valid. Singular Act 2. This is where I start being critical, I think. So
I much prefer this album to the first one.
There are some that are really good. There are some that are really good. But like I don't think I look at like for every album, I think you have to look at what is, and it's not required, but I think you can kind of tell which of the songs was like the single that released before the album came out.
Yeah. There's one on Singular Act 2 which is definitely the single that released before.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But like I'd still not heard of that one prior to like doing this listen through. And I feel like it didn't hit as hard as maybe like Sue Me did, which was the single I think of that.
Was it?
First, I think so. It's definitely the most known.
Oh, it has the most. It had the most streams on Spotify. So Sue Me has 272 million streams on Spotify, and all the rest of them don't even beat 100 mil.
Jesus,
they're not even close. The next highest is 62 from the album.
Bloody hell. So, starting with In My Bed, then.
I actually really enjoyed this song. I think it feels a lot closer to her new style.
I said that as well. I said it's a lot more the Sabrina Carpenter vibes that I know.
Yeah.
Probably, again, the vocal work, right? Again, it's like the high tone and low tone, and I feel like she sings a lot. When she sings like a more of a sort of higher tone, it's more akin to like what she's been doing recently.
Yeah.
And what I enjoy listening to. Pushing 20?
I said it was a bit too repetitive for me. It feels like she's just saying pushing 20 for 3 minutes straight.
I put scary vibes, actually. I put deep voice Sabrina scary, actually, on this one. I didn't like this. This was scary to me. I didn't like this one. This was a skip. I can't lie.
Fair.
I Can't Stop Me.
As it just feels a lot like other songs, like it's again just typical pop.
I think I put, and this is the only one where I'll probably say this is my least favorite of the album. This is probably my, if I have to look at like all of the albums, probably my least favorite song that I listen to out of all of this. I put Low-Key Shite. The modern hip hop sound that she's trying to go for with this, I just don't think suits. Or it's not for me. But it's sort of like a mix of styles, and it's experimental, and I get it. It just doesn't work for me at all.
I will say it's like I understand what people will enjoy this. Like this is just our opinion. Like us talking about new Sabrina, like it's just because that's we enjoy. Like
that's what we
just because this isn't new Sabrina doesn't like that's not the reason I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it in general, if that makes sense.
I have a lot of positive things to say about both these earlier albums. Just some songs I'm like, this isn't me at all, and it's not something I would ever choose to listen to. So that's fair enough. But I Can't Stop Me is not one that I enjoyed at all.
Yeah, same.
I'm Faking. I thought kind of cooked.
I thought this was a bop. I'm not gonna lie. I put bop as my comment.
I thought it cooked. I thought it cooked a little bit. Take Off All Your Cool.
But never thought I'd hear a Sabrina Carpenter song with a beat drop.
Yeah, I was impressed with this. I was kind of like surprised pleasantly by the sort of switch up midway through. Yeah, I liked it. This was a one that I probably would actually go back to be honest with you.
I don't know whether I enjoyed the beat drop, but it was.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah,
a little. I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
What else have we got? So Tell 'Em.
I said I like the chill vibe. I actually really enjoyed it because I like the chillness to it. What?
I liked it. I liked it, but I'm laughing at my comment that I made here, which like The random samples of the samples of the random man at the start saying "oh shit" is really weird.
Yeah.
The slower vibe of this is good. I like the
Yeah.
the vibe of this a lot more. I didn't really enjoy the clicks, and I didn't really enjoy the modern pop vibe. But I think when I was doing my sort of listen through, I was sort of like, at this point, I was like, just get on to the good stuff. Like, I'm just very...
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say that one, but yeah. Exhale.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was there.
Yeah. I actually,
if it came on, I would listen to it.
I was like, this vocally was much more interesting than some of the stuff. Again, like, this one goes from like kind of modern Sabrina, but then also like kind of hip hoppy pop music to like the nth degree, and I hate that. So it's really hard to listen to a back-to-back album. Take You Back.
I put meh.
I think it was okay.
Didn't really enjoy this one.
Yeah, you don't seem to have enjoyed much of this album, yet you still prefer it to the first.
But no, this is the thing. I prefer it to the first because the ones I enjoyed, I really enjoyed.
Right,
like, ones in this album that I really enjoyed, like, are ones that I would go back and listen to. To this.
Presumably, Looking at Me is one of those ones.
The ones I would go back and listen to is In My Bed. I'd listen to I'm Faking Again. Looking at Me, definitely. Tell 'Em I would 100% go listen to again. So there's 4 from this album, whereas the first album there's not really any I would consider going back and listening to.
For me, it's Looking at Me, In My Bed, Take You Back, and Tell 'Em. But this is the thing is I think this you're right in that, like, I agree in the sense that Singular Act 2 has some strong bangers. Yeah. For me, I think as an album listening experience, I had more fun with Singular Act 1. Maybe there's less songs, and maybe that's because there's only... It's shorter as well.
Yeah. It's only 29 minutes, whatever, 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's a short album, but I think I enjoy most of it. And the ones that I'm not as keen on, I don't dislike. I'm just like, it's okay. But, like, it's followed up by a really great song.
Yeah.
Whereas this one had some ones that I actively didn't like, and that affects my viewing or listening experience, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Let's talk about the good shit. Okay, so Emails I Can't Send.
We just about Looking at Me.
We did, didn't we? I thought we touched on it.
It's a banger. Let's just say that. Like,
yeah, it's a banger.
It's a banger. Like, it's fantastic.
Cool. Emails I Can't Send. Yeah, it's a good song. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is where, for me, I'm like, yeah. So when I sort of got a bit hooked onto Espresso and Please, 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 of course, I then went back and listened to Emails I Can't Send, which was, I mean, dare I say, religious experience? Maybe. Euphoric experience. Yeah, this is a great album.
It's a very good album. It's a very strong album.
Really, really strong album. And like, there's not many that I don't like. Yeah. There are a couple that I'm like,
ages since I've listened to this album as well, so it was nice to listen to it again.
Yeah. We'll just go in order again. The starting track, Emails I Can't Send, is such a good album opener.
Amazing.
And I think shows her ability, I think, as a music artist to, like, when it goes from just like a collection of songs that I've made to this is an art piece, it's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's when I'm like, okay, I like this.
It was such like a cute and chilled vibe. Like, it's such like a late night kind of vibe. Like sun's gone down, like sitting in a dimly lit room. Like, it's like that's the kind of vibe that it gives me, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. Yeah.
And as a Chicago enjoyer, I did a pretty good Chicago reference in that. But it's a great song. It's a great opening track because it's short, and it's sweet. Almost. I tried to avoid saying it. It's kind of poetic and it's soft, and it's a really nice introduction to the vibe of the album, where bit of humor, but there's a little bit of almost like heartfelt honesty in there as well. Yeah. And I think this is probably the most open album she's done. I think Short and Sweet is probably my favorite of hers, but I think Short and Sweet is a lot more polished. Yeah. Like, humor and fun. Whereas Emails I Can't Send, I think, is a lot more, and I would say this, let's piss off the Sabrina fans, but I do think it's a lot kind of Olivia Rodrigo coded in a way where it is very like heart on her sleeve, kind of wearing her emotions.
It probably is because it's everything that was going on with Olivia is around this time as well, isn't it? There's literally a song in this about that. So
which we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But I like that this is a lot more of an emotionally more open album, and I think this first track really opens you into that. Vicious.
It's okay. It's not really my vibe for a song. Yeah.
It's kind of like the middle of the park for me. Like I really like it. I think it's vocally really interesting. I like the acoustic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one that I like. Read Your Mind.
It's such a banger.
It's chef's kiss, like underrated, like so good. It's so
Would you like
good.
me to read the comment that I put for this? I put banger, such a bop. I would scream this in an open top car on a summer's night.
That's really good. I put espresso before espresso. This is such a banger, and it is. It's that same.
This is decaf espresso.
A little bit, yeah. It's sort of like the early workings of that. This to me is. I think I prefer this to Fast Times, which I think was released as like the sort of poppy sort of single for this album.
Yeah,
which is interesting. I think Read Your Mind is stronger.
Yeah, I prefer Read Your Mind over Fast Times.
Yeah, Read Your Mind.
I like Fast Times, but I think Read Your Mind is much better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Tornado Warnings.
I put meh. I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
You know what it is? It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's just one of my lesser favorites. I think this album has so many good ones, like really, really good ones that I'd love to re-listen to, like over and over and over.
Yeah.
This is one that sometimes I'll skip, but I do appreciate it as a good song.
Yeah.
So it's tricky.
A lot of these I would like to this is probably the second or third time I listened to this album, and it's been so long since I listened to it. Like,
I've listened to this album like so many times. Like I listened to it through and through on repeat before Short and Sweet dropped.
The last time this came out was pre-Short and Sweet, without a doubt, that I listened to this. So it's nice to re-experience this. And so there's a lot of these songs I would definitely go back to and that I'd forgotten about.
100%. Like it is, I think Tornado Warnings is one of those ones where I'm like, it is a sort of quieter moment, and it's a good song, but it's not sometimes one that I don't want to listen to. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I liked A Boy though. It cooks so hard. It cooks so hard.
I said, don't need to say anything. Makes me wish I was a woman with boy problems.
I like this. Honestly, we should definitely release these. just random. Yeah, this is great. I really, really like that. I think, so this one's really interesting for me. This is probably the first introduction that I had to Sabrina, other than Espresso.
Yeah.
Please, where it's like, I was familiar with like Olivia Rodrigo's music a little bit, and I didn't really get the beef until like Connie, my friend at work, kind of explained it all and just sort of spaced it all out and was like, this is what happened, this is the exact timeline of everything. And then I'm like, okay, so Because I Like to Boy is almost like a response to Driver's License.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
And Driver's License is a great song, so I was like, damn, okay. Yeah. And then I listened to this and I was like, all right, okay. I was like, oh, okay. It goes so hard. It does go so hard. Like every time I listen to it, I'm like, it hits. It's good.
It's such a good song. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It deserves all of its flowers. Like all the love that it gets is so worth it. It's so good.
It's a great song.
Good.
It's one that I'll revisit quite often. Already Over?
I said vibe. I would clap along to this one.
It's not one of my faves from this album. It's probably in the lower end for me. There are 3 that I haven't got as like a green, and this is one of them.
Yeah,
I think it's okay. It's not a one that I ever really go back to, but it's fine. How Many Things?
I put Like This.
Did you just put Like This?
That's all I put. That's all I wrote.
I put Turns Out Folks Are Fucking Everywhere because I love that line. I think it's so. I know it's. I know what it's doing, but I just find the imagery of it funny. It's like,
Yeah.
clever and
Yeah.
soft, and brilliant, but not a personal favorite of mine. But I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it's cute.
This whole album, like, I would happily listen to all of these songs.
Yeah, these entire like Short and Sweet and Emails I Can't Send are two brilliant albums back to back. Like two really, really great albums.
Yeah.
Bet You Wanna.
It's a bit too auto-tuned for me. A little bit.
Okay.
The start of it especially was fucking jarring when I listened to it.
For that one, but I this cooks so hard. I really like this song.
The start of it was like, whoa, for me. Like, it's proper, like, almost like radioed. Like, it's bizarre, and it just completely threw me off the start.
I'm gonna have a listen to that again because I'm not getting.
I think it's that one. Yeah.
Cool. Nonsense.
Do we even have to talk about this? Do we?
I've got a hot take with this one.
Fuck off. Just get out.
I've got a hot take. No. I think it's a good hot take. I think you might like this hot take. We all know that this is a really, really good song.
Yeah.
I do slightly prefer the Christmas version.
That's so... Actually, do you know what? That is so
See, okay,
based.
it is a fair...
It's
a fair one. I think that's
based.
a fair one. Maybe we'll talk about the Christmas
so
EP
based.
at
Christmas.
At Christmas. But the Christmas Nonsense version is
based.
So funny that it's
so good.
That I almost... Now I listen to the regular Nonsense, I think of the Christmas lyrics, which is really bad.
So I do as well.
I'm like... Snowballs, Charles Dickens is like, it's so funny, like it's really clever humor. I love that. But Nonsense,
this song is so good. Like the Nonsense outros, I loved like seeing them from all the different shows when she used to do them and everything, all the different festivals. Like they were so good.
Do you have a favorite Nonsense outro that she did?
What do I have a favorite Nonsense outro? Probably not. I always like the BBC one. It's just funny.
Yes. Yeah.
BBC told me to keep it PG.
Yes.
That's how it starts.
Yes, I know. I remember how
they're all fantastic. So yeah.
Clever. She's very good at this sort of like. Is it marketing? Would you call it like a marketing tactic where it's like we have?
To be honest, I don't think it was intentional.
Do you not?
I think she did it once as on a whim.
Yeah.
And it just became
it's definitely where the Juno positions have spawned from, isn't it?
100%. It's the new Juno positions. I think the Juno positions are incredible marketing, and I think the Nonsense outros are as well. But I don't think the Nonsense outros were ever intended to be that. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I agree. Yeah, I think it blew up. Let's continue doing this. And that's where and it's like, okay, we're doing a new tour. We want something that people would follow along with and track. Okay, we'll do the Juno positions.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah, that's a good show. I think it's probably completely true. Yeah. But makes complete sense. It's brilliant.
Banger.
Fast Times.
I really enjoyed this
one, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's probably on the lower end of this album.
I really enjoyed this.
I think it's okay. I've never really got it as much as other people have, but that's fine. It's popular. It's good. It's not my,
Yeah, I love it. It's such a good song. So good.
Skinny Dipping.
This is so good. This is so good.
You know what I like most about this is it tells a story, and I like the story, and it's very. Yeah. I really like it.
So musical theatre coded, and I love it.
Yes,
so much
it is actually. I know what you mean.
My literal comment for this is: this fucks dear Sabrina Hansen. Anyone very musical and how it starts.
Oh god, that's great. Yeah.
I want to see Hamilton this week, so I'm like, it feels
fucking
so
hell.
much
You're like all over it. Yeah,
it feels so much like
you're going to see Hamilton.
Vibe. I saw this. I've seen it. I went to see it on like the Wednesday before recording this.
Sam Fender and Hamilton in 1 week.
Yeah,
God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, I loved this one because I loved like the talking vibe of the verses to then go into the chorus and then go back into kind of like storytelling vibe. I love it so much.
Then like a musical chorus. Yeah, it's very, very good. Very, very good.
So good.
Bad for Business. I think this is a really cute song. I like this.
I put it's okay. Like it's not one of my favorites, but I like it.
I like it. It's definitely the top
Yeah.
half for me, you know?
Yeah.
I really like it. It's one of those ones where it's like, again, it's very light. It's not much musical. There's not much instrumentation going on. It's very much her vocal just kind of carrying it, and I like that. Decode.
I put it's okay. I like that it builds as the song goes on. Like I like how the backing gets like more intense as the song goes on.
It's probably my least favorite of the album if I'm ranking them. But it's okay. I like. It's not bad. It's just it's not a favorite of mine. It's not one that I'd really listen to be honest. But yeah. Opposite.
I'll put Nope. Sounds so tuned. This might be the one I was thinking of before. Hang on. I think it's this one.
I've never noticed that, you know. I've never really thought of that when I listen to this song. I'm not a big fan of it. Like,
yeah, it's not my.
So for me, this is the thing with this album is I think, and maybe it's something to do with. But I actually don't think it is anything to do with the deluxe version of the album. I think the standard album.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the standard album end? Bad
Decode.
for Business or Decode? So Decode and Opposite back to back, I think are okay, but sort of the weaker songs.
Yeah.
But I think the back end of the album has some more of the weaker songs for me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Opposite is one of those ones for me. It's okay. Feather, banger. Like this is so good.
I put Do I Even Need To? Slam the Door R.
Oh my god. So
honestly,
good.
the feather kick, goated.
Yes.
No, it has nothing like goated. Like it is so good. Yeah. This song is so good. It is so fucking good.
References in there, damn. True. Yeah, I Feather is a great song and has so much great lore to the making of it.
Does it?
Wow, funny. You just have to wait and see, Cooper, till the end of the episode. That's all I'm going to say. I see. Yes, someone's cooked. It's not me. It's Al. So, yeah, no, I love this song. I think the song is great. The music video is cunty as fuck, and I love it. I like that in a lot of music videos. She's just murdering men. Yeah,
that is such a recurring thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Lonesome. Yeah.
I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a good beat and I liked it. It was chilled.
It's a good song, probably on the lower end of the album for me, but it's solid.
Yeah.
And then Things I Wish You Said.
I said I like it as a close. I thought it was quite a nice end.
Nice end to the album. I'm not too familiar with the song, and it's very similar to a lot of the other songs of the album, but it's okay. Like, I think I think it's a good. I think the back end of the album has some of the weaker songs. Yeah. But I enjoy the album as a whole is brilliant. Yeah. I don't think it's as strong as Short and Sweet, but
Short and Sweet is better by an absolute. Not saying it's Emails I Send Forward is bad, but Short and Sweet, my goodness, this album. This album.
It's a good album. I feel I'm just so I'm
so excited. This I honestly I can't put into words my love for this album. Like I remember driving to work when the day this album came out, and it was my drive to work was the perfect half an hour where I listened to the whole thing on my drive to work. It's so good. The standard version is such a good length. Like it is crisp half an hour, 32 minutes, and you're done. Like it is amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's an easy album to listen to. It's very easy to listen to. It's a very good album. And then the deluxe edition multiple occasions.
Oh, the deluxe edition just fucking launches into the stratosphere. Like it's so good.
I've got this on vinyl as well now.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, my girlfriend bought it for me because I feel like if anyone else bought it for me or I bought it for myself, that would have been a red flag. But which is good. It's simply just down to the poster that they include in it. I don't know if you're aware of that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's not exactly going on display, is it? That's hidden away.
Yeah.
Short and Sweet. Taste.
I've not written anything down for this one because I'm just going straight off the cuff.
Taste is a great song. The music video is
such a good opener.
It's a great,
it's such a good opener. You know within the first 5 seconds what you're getting for this entire album.
Yeah, I agree, and well, I can't even remember first listening to this, but I was just like, this is so good. I think did she drop the music video for Taste at the same time as the album?
Yeah, this came out as a single / video the same day that the album came out.
Cool.
Genius idea.
Cool. Yeah, great idea, because it gets people like on it, and it has like
the
visuals people can do stuff with, and that's fun. I like that. This is a great song. It's fire. I don't know. I haven't ranked this album. I can't, because this is such a good album.
I think from the first like line of this, like I think the wordplay in this album is one of the greatest parts about it.
The wordplay and the writing is a lot more interesting. There's a lot more wordplay. This is where I start to really appreciate, I think, how she uses innuendo. Yeah,
it's just within the first couple of like the first couple of lines of this, you know what you're getting in for, like the wordplay, the fun of it. Like that first line, or the first 2 lines are just so iconic that you just know.
It is, yeah, 100%. Like it's the wordplay is brilliant. The innuendos are funny. Yeah. It's really, it's a funny album in a way.
It is
like it's very humorously written. Like it's very clever. Even the music videos are kind of done in a sort of humorous sense. I think all the music videos I've done since this point, like Espresso, probably the least like humorous, but even still has that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, the fact she mentions a Nintendo Switch in the Espresso song, like, come on, come on.
That's good, isn't it? A little bit. It's so good. This album is so good. I'm just gonna keep saying it's so good for so many, like, just over and over and over again. Taste is fire. Please, please, please.
Jenna Ortega in the music video as well.
Oh,
banger choice.
Yes,
banger choice. Yeah, really good, really amazing. Good.
Also, just like great, like
so funny.
Just general inspiration from like kind of modern and classic horror, where it's just like slasher core, where she's got like her arm ripped off and like the stabbing in the shower and all sorts. It's just very humorous, very creative, very hummus.
Yeah.
Please, please, please.
I love this song so much. Like, I loved Espresso when it came out, and then this came out, and I adore this song. It is so good. I don't want to hear it, so let's.
I really like this song. It is a good song.
Yeah.
It is sometimes one that I skip. I prefer Espresso by like a country mile.
Really?
Please. I don't know. I think
Espresso for me runs on the. I think I've heard it too many times now. It has been over a year now. So.
It's so catchy though.
But that's not me Espresso.
That's not me Espresso. I please is good. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely better than the Dolly Parton version. But
it's a country mile better than the Dolly Parton.
We'll get to it, Cooper. We'll get to it. I like this. It's a good song. I don't know. It's just a one that I just don't. I'll sometimes skip over a lot of other songs on this album. But it's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't knock it. It's solid. Good Graces. I like that. It's fun.
I love Good Graces. I love this song. It is so good. Like, it's a different vibe. Like,
I can't even describe why I like it.
I can't describe why I like it. I do. Like, it's different. It's like a chill pop vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it feels very light on its feet, which I really enjoy.
It's a proper summer album, isn't it?
Proper summer album.
Yeah.
Proper summer album.
100%.
Yeah.
Sharpest Tool. Yeah.
Great lyricism in this as well. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, there's so many lyricism in fucking every song in his album.
In all the songs.
That's the thing. But I think plays into it a little bit is going, these songs are very similar.
Yeah.
In a style of like quality, like catchy, lyrically very good, musically very good.
Yeah.
There's not as much variation maybe as previous albums, but I really like all the songs, so it's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah.
But I would say as you get towards the sort of back end of the album, it's definitely a bit more original. The first few songs I feel are quite similar. Coincidence is the first one that I would sort of say switches it up a little bit. The sort of guitar strumming and the kind of like vocal kind of chorus that they've got in the background, it kind of gives me Harry Styles vibes.
Yeah, it's true. Sharpest Tool I think it has a very good bridge as well.
Okay, so
like I think it's such a good like lyricism and bridge. So I like the beat change as well. But Coincidence, I love this song so much.
Yeah,
it is a queen of a song. Lyrics, bangers. Again, Harry Styles vibe, I think it is. I think
100%,
Harry Styles does that. I think Harry
Yeah.
Styles, especially his like newest album, it's pop, but it's a different take on like it's his own spin on it. And I think that's what
This gave
separates him.
me Fine Line vibes at the album.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like in terms of the like acoustic guitar strumming, like kind of fast strumming, and then like the sort of chorus behind. It's very Harry Styles coded for me. I wouldn't. But then also, this song is so good. Like it's
what a surprise.
Your phone just
so
died.
good.
It's so out of sync as well, isn't it? Because we're not
Your
really singing
car
at the same time.
drove itself from LA to her thighs. It's so good.
It's a great song.
Good.
Lyrically brilliant, and
it's so
just
good.
so catchy. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites from this album. It's coincidence.
Yeah.
Actually. Very underrated, I think. It doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Bedchem.
This song,
such a good song.
when I heard this for the first time, I was like, oh my God. This was my favorite on the album when I first listened to it.
Definitely jaw-dropping moment in this one where I'm like, what did she say?
What did she say?
I have something to admit about this song.
Oh no.
I thought the song was called Bad Chem for about 6-7 months.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not the only person.
She doesn't enunciate the words in a way that makes it sound like bedchem.
Oh my God, I was not going to admit it. I am so glad I'm not the only person.
Neither are we. I've met other people who have thought this as well.
Not as long as you, but for the first couple of weeks, I thought it was Bad Chem. Where I was searching it, and I was like, why can't I find it? It's not coming up. And I was like, wait. I was like, surely.
No, but I'd searched it. I'd had it in playlists as Bad Chem in my mind. And it was only until I said it to someone, they were like,
oh no.
It's Bedchem. And then suddenly I was like,
it all makes sense.
Wait, what the fuck? I was like, and I started looking, I'm like, am I going crazy? Have I got dementia? Like, I'm looking at the fucking album, I'm like, has it always been this, or did she change it? Like, what is...
I was like, no, the title's been changed. I was like...
I was, in my mind, it made sense when you listen to it. Like, if you listen to Bedchem, and you think of the words Bad Chem, when she's singing, think of it being like that. Think of it being that. You will hear Bad Chem. I'm telling you, 6 or 7 months.
Longer than me, which makes me feel better about myself. But I was 100% in the same situation.
But we're not the only people. It's the enunciation of it. Like, Bad Chem, but because it's the American accent. Bad Chem. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is just us singing this album. This is all this review is going to be. I don't care. Clip it, I don't give a shit.
Bad Chem is great. The lyrics are very good, and it is very shocking. I was very jaw-dropped when I first listened to this. I was like...
It is... The bridge for this is wild. The lyrics for the bridge for this is crazy.
Yeah. It's the Shakespeare bit that I really like.
Yeah.
I mean, where is it? Where it's the whole bit is like great. Come right on me. I mean camaraderie.
Yes.
So you're not in my times of what you want to be. Where art thou? Why not?
Why not upon me? See it in your mind. Let's fulfill the prophecy.
It's so good. It's so.
With the white. Sorry, I need to stop.
It's so good, and it's so clever.
It's so good.
It's funny now because it's like, that's all about Barry Keoghan.
It's all about it's the bit afterwards where it's and I bet the thermostat said it 69. It's so good. And I bet we both arrive at this. It's honestly the lyrics are wild for this.
But again, it's not like it's not like dirty. This is the thing I would specify with Sabrina Carpenter that I think is brilliant. A lot of artists will be very graphic with how they describe things. I don't think that this is a very graphic album.
No, it's hidden very well. Like not hidden,
Bedchem isn't even listed as an explicit song.
Yeah, it's because the
it's
innuendos
all
are so
innuendo.
good.
It's all
and
innuendo.
The wordplay is amazing.
That's what I like. All right, Espresso.
Pop off King.
I love this fucking song. I love the song. It is the catchiest song. maybe that's because it was played on repeat in our office for weeks, months, maybe on end.
Yeah.
But it's just such a good song.
It is such a good song.
I really can't get over how good it is.
The Sabrina Renaissance.
Yeah. Like, this was the one where, like, I'd never really heard it. This is the first sort of song I'd heard from Sabrina Carpenter, probably, where I've been like, oh, okay, who is this? What? I've never even heard of this person before, whatever. Espresso is brilliant. It genuinely, like, a generational... The music video is great.
Yeah.
The song itself is catchy as fuck.
It is so good.
It's the tune, it's bouncy, it's summery, it's... Like it's like walking to work on a fucking summer's day.
Yeah.
Listening to Espresso. Fire.
Life doesn't get any better.
Life does not get any better than that.
Yeah.
And have you got anything to say about Espresso?
Nah, I don't need to, like this. Like I can't bring anything new to what people already think about Espresso. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
It's a great song.
A banger. Lyrics fantastic. I feel like I'm a fucking, like, what's it called? Like a broken record at this point. Like,
it's good though. It is a good song.
Like,
yeah. Dumb and Poetic.
So I think this song's underrated.
I think it's underrated. It's not one of my favorites though.
It's okay, but then you look at the lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics are very, very.
And the lyrics are incredible for it. They are so funny. They are so funny.
Yeah, it's not one that I listen to frequently. And it's a relatively short song.
Yeah.
But I do like it. It's probably one of the lower end of for me on the album. To be honest, it's probably one of the it's not weaker. All of the songs on this album are like good songs, and I have in the playlist, and I would not skip really. So I think that says a lot about the quality of this album. I really, really enjoy it. Dumb and Poetic is a very cleverly written song, but
it is
one that I
dumb
would
and
listen
poetic.
to too often by choice.
Yeah. But again, I wouldn't skip any songs on this album.
Should I tell you what song I wouldn't fucking skip? Slim Pickens.
This song.
This is so good.
I need. I think Man's Best Friend, me hoping it's a slight country album, is based from this song as well.
Yeah.
Because my
also
God,
it begs the
this
question,
song.
Why the fuck didn't she cover this one with Dolly?
Yeah, I did think that.
Yeah.
This would have been good with Dolly.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
I love the lyrics in this. This boy doesn't even know the difference between there and
they are.
It's
yeah, he's
great.
naked in my room.
I can't read like a line without you singing the one after. Yeah, sorry, it's very, very good. I can't remember what my favorite line in this one is.
Since the good ones call their exes wasted, and since the Lord forgot my gay awakening, I'll just keep here in the kitchen, serving up some moaning and bitching. It's such a good
Is that your
song.
favorite line of this?
That's the end. They are the end. That's the best. That's the end of the song. The best.
I think I don't know. My favorite sort of back to back is a boy who's jacked and kind can't find his ass to save my life, and then going into the chorus is like, it is
so genius. Yeah, genius.
Juno, we know this is such a good song, and I keep saying this every fucking time, but it is. It's cute. It's sweet.
I can't explain the dopamine hit that I get from the first 2 seconds of the jingle of Juno every single time it comes on.
It's like the thing I think that's unfortunate about this song is how it's been taken and run with in the online culture.
Yeah.
Because it's now just related to the Juno positions, which I think is a shame, because I think it's a really great song separate to the Juno position trend thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's good, and I think it's interesting because I think Sabrina Carpenter talked about it in a recent interview where she talked about how people just fixate on this one thing, like the Juno position, and don't ever really talk about the rest of the show. They talk about how this moment is inappropriate for kids or whatever, and it's target audience and what have you. But it's I don't know. I think it's a shame, especially because this song is a great song and
it's a fantastic song. I've never seen Juno, the movie.
You should. You
I need
really
to watch
should.
it.
I've seen it twice.
So
I've cried both times. It's a brilliant.
So when I heard this, I didn't know. I never even heard of it. I didn't even know this. It was this was what it was until my girlfriend told me.
Yeah, I've seen Juno, and it's a really great film. You should watch it.
Yeah.
It's directed by Jason Reitman, I think, who directed the newer Ghostbuster film.
Yeah.
He's the son of the original Ghostbuster director. He's done a bunch of other stuff as well, which is really great. But what did he do? He did something recently that was really good. He did a SNL film recently. But he did Juno's one of his best works, I think. It's very of its time, but very sweet and honest and lovely. But this being like just kind of connecting to that is nice. Yeah. I was like, I get this reference. I like this.
Yeah. I love Juno. It's fantastic. And I get that, like, I think what she did and took the Juno positions and did that for the show is an incredibly smart idea. And again, marketing genius. But I do think outside of the shows, this is a very good song anyway.
It's a great song. I feel like it's been, I don't want to say tarnished, but I think it has because of the Juno position.
I also think there's
that people seem to spin about. Like, I think the Juno position.
I also think there's a part of it where
tool,
the Juno positions have given it its spotlight. Like, it doesn't have a music video. It's quite deep in the album. It's surrounded. Yeah. You're coming off the back of Espresso and Slim Pickens, which when they came out were big songs. Everyone's talking about Slim Pickens about being a country vibe. Espresso was already massive. Like, I think the Juno positions, it has had its negative connotations, and there's been quite a bit of backlash because of it, which is a shame. But I also think it has given the song the spotlight. I can't say that I would say that the Juno positions for me have played a part in it, because it's, like I said, it's surrounded by such good songs that you kind of, it's not forgettable, but like, it gets washed out because there are so many good songs in this album that have videos, that have spotlight. And the Juno positions just give it that spotlight that is deserved. Like,
it's got like innuendo as has most of the songs in this album, but it is actually about falling in love and wanting to settle down with someone and have a baby. And I think there's actually a sweet side of this song that I think does get forgotten about, which I think is a shame. Yeah, I think probably a good point to actually talk about the other stuff, which I think is in the news at the minute, is the controversy regarding I mean, I will preface this. I think someone asked in our Discord server about talking about like the new album cover and what the thoughts are about that, because it's obviously caused a bit of a controversy. I, first of all, would like to preface that I think of all people's opinions who matter on this topic matter, I think two straight white guys are doing a podcast. I don't think ours is important in that conversation at all, but I think it's like, I don't know, it's a really tricky one to approach, isn't it? Because it's, I don't know, but I think you've got to let the album, for me it's that you've got to let the album speak for itself, and I think we'll probably be able to talk about that more when the album actually comes out, because I think it's all about context, isn't it? We don't know what the context of the album is going to be, but I think Sabrina's brand has always been about hating men, so I feel like my opinion on this is that I think I'm trying to work out how to phrase this. I like it because I think there's a stigma of women can't be openly sexual. They can't be openly sexualized. Like, I think that there's gone through a movement where women were over sexualized, and then they've gone through a movement where they're taking back ownership of the body.
And to me, it's like,
and that's important.
To me, it's like, if you want it to be your branding and you want it to be about all this kind of stuff, to coin it a phrase, if you want to be horny on main, like, that's like, that is what Sabrina Carpenter is. Like, and I don't see an issue with that. Like, I quite like that she feels empowered by that she can do that. Like, not as a, like, straight white man, like, you find her attractive, this, that, the other. Like, it's like, I don't know how to phrase it. Like,
but I think there's a lot of artists out there. As I said before,
that she will do this, and that she is against the grain, and that when people say, "Oh, you shouldn't do this, that, and the other," it's like, well,
that's maybe when you should.
It's me. It's like, I'm not. It doesn't feel like she's doing it as a character. She's doing it as a character. She feels like she's doing it because it is her.
That's her personality.
That's how
this is what the one thing I'll say, and as I refer to what I said earlier, which is like a lot of music artists.
I'm sweating like dangerous waters here.
No, you're fine. I think you summed it up pretty well, and I think what I said before is like, there's a lot of musical artists out there female, male, otherwise, who are overtly sexual, like really dirty, disgusting.
Yeah.
Just go back to like rap and hip hop albums from like the late 90s, early 2000s. Go back to like I don't fucking know. There's definitely
go back to any Slim Shady song. Go back to any Slim Shady song.
I know it's like, and it's bad, but it's like there's a history of overt sexualization in the music industry, and that is one thing. I don't think Sabrina Carpenter's ever delved into that, though. I would always argue that her style has been more innuendo and humor than just overtly sexual for no reason.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that needs to be considered, is just because it's a kind of, I guess, risque kind of album cover, I think you've got to let the album speak for itself. Yes, it's called Man's Best Friend. Yes, it's like an album cover that was like very like, ooh, interesting. I think there'll be a twist in the narrative. I think this is intentional, and I think she's very, very good at the marketing side of things, and I think she's very good at getting people talking. And the interesting thing is, it has actually brought up a very, very important discussion about like sexualization and like owning that, and you know, it's like going like people throwing anti-feminist and all that stuff at it, but it's like, actually, isn't it the whole point to kind of take ownership over your body and what you want to do, and put your stuff out there and make the art that you want to make without someone, let alone a fucking man, telling you to not do that? That's wrong. You can't do that. No, I think
it goes for any artist, like not even like being openly sexual and stuff like that. Like, I respect artists who are just themselves. Like, they don't play a character. Like Chapel Rowan, like you look at photos of Chapel Rowan when she was busking on streets and stuff, and then you look at her now and she's in like the full drag makeup, like she's fully flamboyant and everything, and I respect that, because that is her. That's not
Chapel Rowan is someone who is very unapologetic, you know.
Exactly.
Quite very, very sort of, you know, like very respectable in that sense. It's very unique in the industry for how she like claps back at reporters and stuff like that and everything. And it's all very important. It's like, she stands for who she stands for. She breaks it away from the
And I respect that. Like, that's why I think it's part of why I like Sabrina Carpenter as well, because she is unapologetically like her. Like,
I'd be interested to see. For me, I think I'd feel a bit more uncomfortable if it went more into like an explicit nature, simply because like I'd feel seedy listening to it and enjoying it. Which is a shame, because I've really enjoyed like her previous albums. But that's the only thing for me. And again, I would like to specify again, I don't think our opinions on it are really that to take into account at all. I think the people you want to be listening to are women on this subject matter on both sides of the argument. But it's brought up a very interesting discussion online. But I do think it's reactionary. I've heard a few people theorize that whoever's standing holding her hair is actually going to be herself or another woman.
I hope the deluxe album.
I think that would be clever.
I would love. Do you know what would be so funny is to have it be Olivia Rodrigo. Can you imagine the deluxe album
not a chance.
has a feature with Olivia on it, and it's her holding. I think it'd be either be funny if it's someone that we know, or if it's herself. I think it would be so funny if the deluxe album cover is herself.
Yeah, I think it should be. I think that'd be really funny.
Yeah,
because then you can break that down, and there's all sorts of things. But I think it's a false sense of security. I think it's doing that, calling the album Man's Best Friend, but knowing her vibe is like half of her music videos, she's murdering men. We've already talked about this. It's very like anti-men. There's a few things in this album where it's like a little bit kind of in love and all that sort of thing. She's come right off the back of her like Barry Keoghan cheating on her. There's gonna be some cunty songs in this album, and I'm excited for it. I don't think it's gonna be the vibe about loving men that you think it is. I think it's going to be spinning that on its head, but it has brought up a very interesting discussion, which I think is a good thing. But I guess we'll wait and see, and we'll talk about that more when we actually review the album.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to Lie to Girl. It's kind of lo-fi a little bit.
I literally, the first thing when I listened to it was like, this is such a lo-fi. Lo-fi Sabrina, I'm so here for. But I was like, oh, it's so good. Like, it's such a nice ending to the base album.
Yeah, 100%.
And then we get onto the shorter and sweeter, the deluxe version. Or is it longer and zestier?
Longer and zestier is so good. Okay, 15 Minutes is probably one of my favorite songs.
This is such a good song.
I love this song, and it's another one of those moments where it had that jaw drop moment of I was listening to this and hearing only gonna take two to make you finish. I was like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
I love this as well because you come off the back of Don't Smell, which is such a chilled lo-fi, and then you get the guitar straight in. Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, the 2 minutes to make you finish line was wild, and is still wild, but
it's a wild line, and but I love it. Again, it goes into that innuendo thing. I love this song though because I love kind of what it stands for as well. I like that it's. What did someone point out? Hang on. Oh, maybe I'm going crazy here. I'm pretty sure someone pointed this out, but I think all the extra songs on the deluxe album add up to 15 minutes.
Fuck off.
Ish. Approximately. I think it does. Hang on, let me work this out.
Wow.
And I don't even know if you can. Yeah. But
6:10.
Yeah.
6:10. 9:14.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
12. 12:20. 14:41.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so I can do a lot in 15 minutes, also alluding to these are the songs I can do in 15 minutes. But then also talking about 15 minutes of fame is a very interesting thing because that's a lot of people throw at her as well of going like, you know, like capitalize on this is your like the Espresso moment being like her biggest hit. Yeah. If Espresso is like the peak of her career, like she's taking advantage of it. And that's the thing is like I can do like I'll do a lot with 15 minutes. And again, she's releasing an album again this year. She's riding off the back of it like hard, and that's great.
Mate, if we're getting Sabrina Carpenter's 15 minutes of fame, then we're getting a podcast or a crypto scam anytime now. So,
but I love the lyrics of this have so many meanings that you can pull, and I think the song is really catchy. But I think the lyrics.
I love the fact that the other 5 songs are in 15 minutes. That is genius.
Yeah, it's clever, isn't it? Because I think when I first kind of realized that when I was listening, I was like, I can do a lot with 15 minutes. Like that surely must be the amount of new songs on the album, right? It's gotta be the same. So that's good. Yeah, like this is a really great song. Please, 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 featuring Dolly Parton.
Okay, the music video. I'm not gonna lie.
It's growing on me. However, it is ass. Like it's not. It's not. I can't blame it. What do I like about this song? Because it's like
the only good thing
Dolly
about this
Parton's
song is
in her fucking 80s, isn't she?
The only good thing to come out of this song was the memes. It's so funny on TikTok. Why does it sound like Dolly Parton's chasing me?
Baby, just stay inside.
Why does it feel like Dolly Parton's behind me whispering in my ear?
The ceiling fan is so nice. I like that they censored it. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, don't embarrass me like the others. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's
other thing about this song.
I just think it's cunty, and I think that's fine.
Yeah. Again, this song is surrounded by like some of the best songs on the whole, like of her whole discography, in my opinion. Like, so you are stuck with literally between a rock and a hard place. So it's not going to be as good. It's not as bad as I make it out to be. I think I was looking.
It's a cover because it's a cover of a song on the same album.
I was looking forward to this, and I think I was just disappointed. That's why.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What I didn't like too much was I feel like they didn't record it together. It seems like if you listen to the song, all the Sabrina's bits aren't just the same. They are the same. Like it is. They've taken "Please, Please, Please," the original song, not recorded anything new for Sabrina, and just added in Dolly Parton's bits with a bit of like sort of country guitar. That's all they've done. Like if Sabrina had recorded a new version of "Please, Please, Please" with Dolly Parton, it probably would have been better. But I think it's kind of
There's an acoustic version of this song out there somewhere that I think should have been in its place, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a live acoustic version she did, which I think should have been in its place instead, and it's fantastic.
100%.
But, oh well.
It is what it is. Couldn't make it any harder. Not only a funny fucking innuendo for the title, but this song is incredible.
You cannot tell me this isn't Grease inspired.
Yes, it's hopelessly devoted to you.
You cannot even be like it is through and through. it is so good. This song, like, yeah, like I think it makes you forget that she comes from an actress like musical kind of background. So you're like, wow.
Again, I want to see her in a musical. I've seen the rumor. It's gonna happen. Honestly, like
it has to.
So here's my pitch, right? Because Mamma Mia 2 is good.
POV George wants to direct
Mamma Mia 1.
3.
Sorry, Mamma Mia 1 is good. Mamma Mia 2 is ass. But Mamma Mia 2, like, do you remember have you seen Mamma Mia 2? I presume you have.
A little while ago. Yeah.
Do you know how they just sort of bring in Cher at the end to play Sophie's grandma, and then Cher has like one song.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if you remember this. Do you know what Cher did alongside the film?
What?
Released an album of ABBA covers in Cher style. Now, if they did the same thing with Sabrina in Mamma Mia 3, this would be my thinking. She releases Man's Best Friend. She gets cast in Mamma Mia 3. They film it at the back end of this year, early next year. It maybe comes out like summer 2027. And alongside that, she releases an album of Mamma Mia covers. Of which she's already done a few live.
Yeah.
But it would be great to have her in Mamma Mia 3. It would be great to have her in the film acting out and playing some of these scenes, sure. But how good would it be if she then released an album of ABBA covers in Sabrina style?
It's the ABBA covers in Sabrina style that I would want the most.
Yeah.
It would be so good.
I'm so excited.
I don't know where the fuck that's come from. Bro, I don't know what's going on.
So
Busy Woman, I think is the ABBA style. I know it couldn't make it hard. It's very Grease. Yeah, Busy Woman is so ABBA and Mamma Mia. Like, it is so good. Bro, just vibing.
I love Busy. Busy Woman is a great song. It was a great song when it was like leaked. Well, not leaked. She do you know the law? She sold it. She sold like 100 like digital copies or something, and then that's it. And then never released it until this deluxe version.
And then it wasn't on the main album.
Yeah, so
wild.
Weird. I love it. There's so many innuendos in this that are really funny. The lyricism is so good. It's just catchy as fuck, and
it's
I think the first song this album, maybe in the last few albums, maybe that she's actually written entirely herself.
Oh, really?
It's the first song, I think only in this album at least, that she has entire writing credits on.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure this was like her original song, and it's done fucking well.
As a deluxe, this album is fantastic. Like,
the deluxe makes it, I think.
As it adds to like it feels like you add so much more to this album with the deluxe. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Like, because all of them are good songs. Like, they're like Please Please is a good song anyway, but the 4 originals that get added are fantastic songs.
Yeah.
Bad Reviews is as well. Again, amazing.
It's another great closure to the deluxe album, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of builds, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It sort of builds, and it's the instrumental's gorgeous as well, and kind of country coded. Are we getting that transition? Maybe, I don't know, but I feel like if Man's Best Friend was going to be country coded, the album cover art would be more country coded.
I don't think it's going to be like a country album, but I think a lot of the songs are going to have like a bit like Slim Pickens, where it has the country twang to it, a bit like Man's Best Friend, where it has. I'm not being funny. They fucking line dance in the Man Child music video.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's gonna have like a lot more of the songs are gonna have that country twang to it. I don't think it's gonna be a country album. Like, she's not gonna come up in cowboy hat and cowboy boots. Like, but it's gonna have like, it's gonna be her style. It's gonna be her own country style. That's what it's gonna be. Like what Slim Pickens like Manchild is.
I'm excited, honestly. I really think there's like a lot of resurgence in that. Chapel Roan's obviously doing it as well with The Giver. Like, there's a lot of country style resurgence in modern pop, which is kind of bastardizing like an actual authentic genre, I guess. But that's my critical era over. I think it
brings it to the spotlight, and people will then listen to that and go, "Hey, that sounds pretty good."
I prefer that to like some other artists who just like. It's like country style, but the song itself isn't about country. If you ever get a chance to listen to the Bo Burnham song about country music, Very good.
I love country music. I was raised on country music.
Have you listened to the Bo Burnham song about country music, where he just sings about the modern... It's basically a country song that sings about the modern bastardization of country songs in terms of, like, songs that just sing about blue jeans and pickup trucks and scarecrows. It's, like, very, like, pandery to the audience. Yeah. Great song. But that's that. We've covered 4 of Sabrina Carpenter's albums. I guess if you'd like us to do the earlier ones, we could do that at some point. We didn't cover
the early ones?
Evolution and something else that I can't remember. Evolution and, what was it? Eyes Wide Open, which are her 2 earlier albums than Singular Act. I haven't delved into them. No, I don't really want to be honest. Because I'm sort of like, I just feel like it's going to be more of the modern pop stuff. I think she's kind of came into her own more with Short and Sweet.
We will be reviewing Man's Best Friend.
We will be reviewing Man's Best Friend once it has been released. We'll do a full album review and ranking, I guess. Talk about everything around it and what's being talked about, and probably the new music video. Presumably that'll be out by then. I don't know whether they're going to release another single. I feel like they probably could release another single. Yeah, well, that's what. Well, it was. It's the same for Espresso, isn't it? We had Espresso, Please, 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 and then had a video, and then we had the Taste video come out with Short and Sweet. So I guess so. We could be. I'm very interested. We'll see. More new music. I think it would be really good. So let's just throwing this in last minute. So in Man's Best Friend, there are 12 tracks. One of which has already been confirmed. Track 1 is Man Child. So track 2 to 12. Yeah. I want you to claim your track. And I'm going to claim mine. Yeah. And I guess when we review the album, we'll go head to head on whose chosen track was better. Would you like to go first and claim, or would you like me to claim first? You can claim first, my guy. You go for it. I would like to claim track 7, please. I'm going to go track 4. Oh. Lucky Interesting. Number 4. I'm going to go for that. Lucky number 7. Well. Let's hope. So yeah, we'll come back and we'll talk about the full album when it is released, Man's Best Friend, on August 29th. So we'll probably review it sometime after that, maybe early September. So you can look out for that on here. But first, before we wrap up, of course, we're going to go and get to our Just News segment. And today, you'll be glad to know, is a Sabrina Carpenter related story. This is why Elsa goes. Like, this is, you know what I was saying before about the music video for Feather? Yeah. This is related to the when they shot that music video and the controversy around the time they released Feather. This was a big controversial thing at the time, apparently. But I'm excited to kind of take you through it if you're not already familiar, because it's a great story. I've not heard this. Are you ready? Yeah. Priest replaced after Sabrina Carpenter shoots music video in his church. Okay. Interesting. A New York priest who let pop star Sabrina Carpenter film provocative scenes for a music video inside his church has been accused of mismanagement and stripped of his duties. James Gigantello. Fuck off. Monsignor Jamie was. Did I say James? Yeah, I think so. I got that bit wrong. Fucking hell. Jamie Gigantello was relieved of any pastoral oversight or governance role at the church, the Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn said in a statement. Church officials launched an investigation after the October 2023 music video release for Carpenter's hit song Feather, filmed inside the Our Lady Mount Carmel Church. The diocese... I can't pronounce that. I'm just going to say diocese. I feel like that's probably right, isn't it? Surely. I think so, yeah. So the investigation found other instances of mismanagement beyond the music video that appalled some, including unapproved financial transfers. I'm saddened to share that the investigations conducted by blah, 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 have uncovered evidence of serious violations in policies and protocols. Bishop Robert Brennan said in a statement, according to BBC's media partner CBS News. A replacement was installed and Mr. Gigantello was removed from his responsibilities, the statement read. So funny. Yeah, revoked shortly after criticism of Carpenter's music video. So basically, in the whatever happened in the music video, and we'll talk about what happened in the music video, it caused a lot of uproar because she filmed it in an actual church, and they were quite sort of provocative scenes.
Yeah.
So it got a lot of uproar from the American kind of Christian community, who were very, very angry about this.
That's
and
wild.
obviously, to the point where this guy has lost his priest responsibilities in a New York church. So let's have a look. In a letter to the parishioners, fucking hell, last year, Mr. Jenkins. How many fucking long words are in this article? Said allowing Carpenter to film inside the church was a lapse in judgment. Fucking
He's made
Logan
it
Paul over
continuous.
here. He has not responded to the allegations that led to his dismissal. On Monday, Bishop Brennan said a larger review under the investigation boring, using a credit card for personal expenses. Damn.
I can see that they slammed the door.
I can say images in. I'll go back up to images from Carpenter's music video show a crucifix with profanity printed on it. Also, Carpenter is dancing around the altar in a short black dress. If you've seen the Featherhead music video, you'll know which scene they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's only brief flashes in the music video. But
Yeah.
obviously, there you go. There's some lore for you about Sabrina Carpenter's music video getting
Yikes.
a priest sacked from their
Lol.
church.
Wow. That is
Funny.
Yeah, wow. That's not what I expected to come out.
All
of
I
that
have to say
video.
is that. All I have to say to that is slay. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
that's just funny. To be honest.
Yeah. Before we wrap up the
Oh
episode,
my
George, I have done something. I've wrote a nonsense outro for the podcast.
You've written a nonsense outro for the podcast.
I've written 2 actually.
I'm so
But
excited.
we're only gonna do one of them. One of them I'm gonna put in Discord later on as a Discord exclusive.
Oh, nice! Yeah,
them-
fuck yeah! Join our Discord.
We're gonna do one of them on the podcast. I can't remember
Yeah.
what the actual outro for nonsense is. I just remember the last line is "How quickly
Hang-
can you take your clothes off pop quiz?"
Yeah,
That's the last line, I
you can
think.
play a little bit at the end of the song. Kind of go.
How quickly can you take your clothes off pop quiz?
Are you gonna sing it? Or are you gonna read it?
I can read it. Do you want me to sing it?
I'd like you to sing it.
You want me to sing it? Okay.
I'd like you to sing it.
Gotta get my blonde hair vibe on.
Just sing it
So
in your
like-
normal voice. Don't go fucking
How
high.
quickly can you take your clothes off pop quiz? Thank you all for watching Nostalgia Bait.
Good.
I hope this ep was on time and not late.
Good.
I appreciate the support for me and my mate.
Yeah.
Bosh.
Yeah,
No, it's only
so
3 lines,
good.
there you go.
So
Done.
good. Oh, that's so good.
So yeah, when I was supposed
I'm
to be
very
listening to these
proud of you.
albums yesterday, this was this was part of the procrastination of googling what rhymes with bait.
I respect your tolerance in not going for the obvious rhyming word with bait.
That's it,
Masturbate. Fucking
Oh,
hell.
well, no, it's bait. I can't
You can
rhyme bait
rhyme-
with bait.
I suppose that's true, isn't it? If you enjoyed watching
genius.
this episode, please give us a like, a comment, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, give us a hearty 5-star review because it really helps. Please do check out our social medias as well for more episodes in the future. I guess we're going to be promoting the hell out of them somewhere.
Yeah.
We got TikTok, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, and yeah, as I said, YouTube, Spotify, all of the podcast providers, everything is linked down in the description below, so check that out. Yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
watching. Bye bye.